This is BZ Rieger, and I wanted to playing with questions. And a good friend asked me, she's working on some projects. There's a beloved family member involved in that, and it's a caregiving thing. It's a caregiving from the heart and for family and a beloved family member, and it's a caregiving thing as a job, as a position, as rebirth enumerated with the caregiving. So she's working as a job and then as an offering of love. And how does one deal with being linear, care and present and schedules and medicine and all those kinds of appointments and stuff, and being in the flow, bowled over sometimes from the energies coming in, from things being multidimensional, from her being multidimensional, from us all being multidimensional. And so that to me is a great question, because that's what it's all about. That's what we're transitioning through. It's not, I think of Lisa, playing with her I am presence on a Tuesday afternoon because it's convenient then, and then not thinking about it the rest of the time. So we are multidimensional, period. Full stop, complete thought. And so is, newsflash, the other being, in this case, the loved one, all the other members of the family. This is a bit of an extended family situation. So are all the others, the people who are behind the desk at the appointment for the doctor or hairdresser, whatever it is. And you could say, on the one hand, we're swimming through all of these heightened energies, all of these expanded energies, all of the river of energies is flowing in. That would be accurate, because there's all these beings on this planet that are flowing with that. What's happening is those energies are actually coming in through us, from the central sun out through us, and then we transmit. So we are each our own river flowing as it flows in us, through us, totally. We're totally ensconced in that energy flow, which is self-generated from our source and all that we are. And then we flow it out, and so our river and the other person's river and the person we're caregiving's river and all the other family members, all those rivers coalesce. Some have been working very hard to allow their river to expand and flow more effortlessly, to fine-tune, to reawaken, to remember, re-acknowledge, and play with the new superpowers that they have coming on. Some have been really working very hard not to do that, and right now the energies are such that we got to work really hard not to do it. So how do you kind of navigate that? How do you play with that? And for me, one of the things is that you feel into what is. Just for a moment, let everything stop. Either right where you are, stop. Go someplace that feels particularly good. It could be a room in your house, apartment, wherever. It could be someplace outside. It could be maybe there's a favorite bookstore that you have, and they have a little nook, and there's just something about it that you like. Doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Coffee shop, whatever. What's important is the feeling that you sense. Someplace in your car that you stop, maybe after you go get a cup of coffee or hot chocolate, or the French pastry shop, or whatever it is. There's something that you, for whatever reason, you've got a feeling of it. So have that be your place to stop for a moment. And tune into those little rumblings, those little sprouts, those little senses that are percolating up within you, and feel that, commit to that. It goes back to CCCQP that we did a long, long, long time ago about own it, know it, trust it, about what's going on within you. And be courageous, be steadfast, and honor yourself, so both you in the shirt and all of you, not to be small anymore, not to hide your language, not to hide how you are now remembering, reawakening to joyfully, strutting your stuff in the truth of who you are, and allow you to show up wherever you go, instead of leaving you at home, unless it's Tuesday night, at 5 o'clock, and then it's time to bring the I Am Presence out. And that's what it's all about. It's not selling anything. It's not, hey, did you hear about, they just released No Names, military records, and all this stuff. It's not about that. It's because none of this is about any of those different things. This is all about energy. And it's all about the magnificence and beauty and love, the river of love that we each are. An integral, unassailable, undetachable, undistinguishable from that river of love. And in our own singularities, how we shine that forth. The beautiful secret in playing with that is that as we do that more, we have that proofing to ourselves. So we're proving to our soul that yes, we are committed. And yes, we did raise our hand and we meant it. We didn't just have an itch and our hand went up. We're making that connection. And when we do that, we change everything again within us. We allow that hyper-acceleration, that amplification to come through within us doing it to us. No one else is doing it to us. We do it because it's an inside job. And the beautiful secret is that that shifts and changes everything in our relationships with all the others. Does that mean that they're going to come up to us one day and go, oh, well, I can't believe it. I know what No Name did. Maybe, But that's, not what it's all about. It's a shift, little things. A way that the other person says a certain thing. Or a way that they connect with you on a smile. Or a comment. Or mid-argument, disagreement, kind of blowing you off. There's a change. And that's what it's all about, because, if you've ever been standing by a river, even if it's a quiet day and there's not a lot of wind, you can have the air currents, the thermals that come off the river carry vapor, moistness from the river. And if you're standing there, part of that is going to infuse with your field. So this is the same kind of thing that you are doing. And it's up to each individual to do what they're doing and what they chose to do coming here. Not our job. It's not our job to do something for them in any capacity. Is there co-creation in doing things? Yeah. Is there playing together on different things, a linear thing you want to get done, or a project, or a more heart-based thing that's more ethereal, more intangible, more emotion-based? Yeah, sure. But as we play with that, just our commitment, because everything starts with you. Our commitment to ourselves, our commitment to do that with, for, and in, by ourselves, with ourselves, to ourselves. And not lose it, not dampen it down, not close off from it because it's not Tuesday afternoon, or because you're going out there, or because you're going to do with those people, or because they're asleep and, I gotta get small again. When you stop doing all those things I just talked about, it begets more awakeness. It begets more of the river of love, sending air currents and moisture coming off that is noticeable and that commingles with their field. and then they choose how much they want to play. It's not an either or. It's not a, they got to get with it, and when are they going to get with it? Oh, it's too bad they didn't get with it, because when we're with it and awake and flowing with it, that whole idea of what I just said about are they going to get with it, or when they're going to get with it, doesn't exist anymore. Because the aperture, the expansiveness of your consciousness has moved beyond that, and you see that it's all perfect. No one's missing anything. No one's late to the party. No one doesn't have the right equipment for the game that you're playing. It's all right there, and it's a beautiful dance. And it's exactly how we all, the totality of us, have scripted it, and we're mining in all various ways from that moment of choice down here in the shirt, how we want to mine all of the richness and all of the experiences and all the different ways that we're integrating things and showing us. So the only other thing I would add to is, remember when you see something bad out there, or frustrating, or annoying, or it doesn't work quite right, or what the hell's the matter with those people? Why aren't they awake? Right? That's an opportunity for us to integrate this, and we are bringing that forward for us to see where is our reaction to that. Where are the crunchy bits, the pokey things, the annoying things, the light us up things? And you go, because when we see that and play with that and integrate that and honor that and get jazzed and jonesing by that, then we have clicked out another level of our widening of our aperture, of our expansion. And we see that it's all perfect and perfectly done. So play with it. You can't get it wrong, and you can never get it done. And it's more sublime and more cosmically delicious each moment that you keep playing with it. Have fun.